Hi, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to our Team Inspire call. And I'm super excited to be doing my very first Team Inspire call. My name is Kristen Urias, and I am a two-star qualifying coach on Team Inspire. So our topic tonight is going to be becoming a leader and building a team of leaders. So let's get started with welcoming some of our new coaches to Team Inspire. So we have Chris, who is welcoming Kelly. We've got Darla welcoming Carol, and Pam as well welcoming Carol. We have Darla, who has added Jennifer. I have added Dallas, and Lori's welcoming Melissa. And Tara also joins our team. Rachel welcomes Marcella. Kendall welcomes Michelle. I have added Jen, and Tiffany welcomes Brandy. Welcome to our team, everybody. And this week we also had 4 coaches reach their first rank advancement, which is Emerald. So congratulations to Starla, to Anne-Marie, congrats to Vicky, and congrats to Megan. So a few announcements to start with. This month we have 21-day fix on sale, and it is regularly $160 US. Which is $174 Canadian, and this month it's on sale for $140 US, which works out to $154 Canadian. And the Spanish 21-day fix is on sale as well. Some Summit 2015 information. If you are on the wait list, you need to be watching your email inbox because they're starting to release some people from the wait list, so you need to watch for that email, and after you get it, you'll have 1 week to fill out your registration so that you can come to Summit. Also, for this month, we've got some Success Club prizes. If you achieve Success Club 5 in September, you're going to earn a P90 shirt, and that's the brand new program that's coming out on September 24th. And if you achieve Success Club 10, you're going to get that P90 shirt, and you're going to get a P90 hat. So next, I want to get started with our call, and I want to get going with my coaching story. So just to tell you a little bit briefly, I signed up on October 1st, 2012, and that was actually the day that coaching came to Canada. So the way that I found out about it was that I had gone online and found a group, it was a Facebook group that was for moms who were trying to lose baby weight after they had their baby. And I know some of you have met Tiffany in that group as well. That's where I met her, and that's where I found out about Beachbody programs. So I started with Chalene Extreme, and I got into P90X, and I finally found something that worked for me. Going to the gym did not work for me after I had kids, and this finally worked, and I was able to lose about 50 pounds after I had kids, and I was loving it so much. And Tiffany suggested that I would make a great coach. So I had gone online, and I looked into it, and I read everything I could. I read the whole policies and procedures. I read everything, and I got so excited about it. And one of the big reasons I was so excited was that I was a teacher, but I was on mat leave, and we had moved to a new town, and I was sort of looking for teaching jobs, but I didn't really want to go back to teaching. I wanted to stay home with my baby. And I was finding that my passion was now fitness and helping people get fit. I didn't have the same passion for teaching that I used to. So I got really excited about coaching, looked into it, found out, it's not in Canada yet. So I ended up messaging Tiffany probably on a weekly basis for a couple months. Have you heard yet? Is it coming to Canada? And as soon as it did, I'm sure I was one of the first ones online, and I got signed up right away and was so excited to get going. So once I signed up, I started my Fit page right away that same day, and I took the big leap, and I posted before and after pictures in a bikini, and I showed the 50 pounds that I had lost since having kids, and told everybody how I did it. And I ended up being surprised that I was getting messages right away from people saying, good work, how did you do it? I want to do what you did. And so I ended up with people wanting to join my challenge group before I even knew what a challenge group was. I had never been in one. So I'm on the phone again with Tiffany. Help, I've got people that want to join my challenge group, and I don't know what a challenge group is. So she calmly walked me through it, and she gave me a little boost of confidence. She's been one of my biggest cheerleaders right from the start and helped me realize that I could be a good coach and that I could handle this. So thank you, Tiffany. So I kind of got in a role with inviting people to my group, with starting my challenge groups, with adding new contacts, kind of got on a roll with the retail side of things, and I felt like it was something that I was good at, and I enjoyed it so much. So I had that retail part figured out. And actually I even got to Emerald pretty early on because I signed up my husband and my mom. They had no choice. They helped me get to Emerald. Thanks, Mom and Derek. And I really was scared to add any other coaches though. I didn't have any confidence that I was any kind of a leader. I thought, who would want to join my team? I don't really know what I'm doing. And so that made it tricky for me to grow my team. And once I did start adding a few coaches and people who really wanted to work the business, I felt horribly inadequate as a coach because I felt like I didn't know how to train them and I didn't know how to get them started, and I just kind of hoped they'd figure it out. So I felt like I was kind of stuck. I could do the retail part, but I knew that if I wanted to make a business out of this, I was going to have to add coaches and build a team. So I needed to figure out how to get unstuck and grow my team and become a better leader. So let's look over here. The first thing I want to talk about is finding new coaches. So the very first rank advancement is Emerald, and just quickly, the way to get to Emerald is to add 2 coaches to your team, and they need to be active coaches. So if you find a couple people that already love Shakeology and just want to save some money every month, those 2 people can help you get to Emerald. So like I said, I signed up my mom, I signed up my husband, I was Emerald. And the reason that you want to get to Emerald as quick as you can is that is how you're going to get customer leads from Beachbody. So people that call in to order, or people who sign up from the infomercials, those people are handed out to all Emerald and above coaches. And that's also when you're going to qualify for team cycle bonuses as soon as you've got enough volume coming in on each leg. So let's say you're Emerald now. You've got that first rank advancement covered, but now you need to keep building your team if you want to grow your business. So where do you start? I have had the best luck converting challengers to coaches because I want coaches on my team who are already a little bit familiar with Beachbody and their products, who already love them, who already know that Beachbody is a great company. And I actually keep an eye on my challenge groups, and within about the first week or so, you're going to start to notice people who stand out. So are they participating daily? Are they being encouraging and motivating to other people in the team? And you want to watch for people who are starting to get great results already, because other people are going to notice those results and they're going to be asking them what they're doing, and that's a great opportunity for them to be sharing about Beachbody. So those people often make really great coaches. So about 2 weeks or so into my challenge group, that's when I'm looking for these people that stand out. And I'll just shoot them a casual message. So I try to be specific about what they're doing well. And thank you for participating and motivating others. And I noticed you're getting results already. I think you're doing awesome. And then I'll just ask them if they've ever thought about coaching. And a lot of times they haven't. But now I've planted that seed and they will be thinking about it and looking into it a little bit. And sometimes they've already been thinking about it, and so this is when I can shoot more information at them. Like sometimes I'll send just a blurb with some information about coaching, or I'll send the Introducing Team Beachbody video. And a lot of the Diamond coaches are also running sneak peek groups now, so that's another option that you can get your prospective coaches into. So some people ask, do you invite all of your challengers to be coaches? And I don't. I think that you need to be somewhat selective, and I want to build a team of like-minded people. So I want to choose people that I'm friends with or that I would be friends with in real life. So I want to choose quality people to be on my team. Also, if you're nervous about sending out these invites to people to ask if they're interested in coaching, just know that most people are really excited to have been asked. And I've been told that people were honored that I thought that they would make a good coach. So don't be nervous about sending them out. People are excited to get these messages. Also, you don't want to hound people. Sometimes it's not the right time, and I'll check in with them later on. But if they're not interested, I'll leave it at that. And some people need to be exposed to it several times. So I've had a lot of people join my team, and we've talked about coaching for maybe a year before they finally decided to join up. And finally, I want to mention that you need to be the type of coach that you want to attract to your team. So if you want positive and motivating and hardworking people on your team, That's the kind of coach that you need to be and that you need to portray online. So let's flip over here. Sandra, Regina. Yes, I was very thrilled to invite you, and I knew you'd be a good coach right away. Okay, so building a strong team. So this is the meat and potatoes of this call. So now you are Emerald, let's say. You're starting to add coaches to your team, and you've got some people who are ready to work the business, and they're looking to you to lead them. So what are you going to do? I left off with my coaching story, and I was an Emerald coach, and I had a few coaches under me. I wasn't giving them much direction, and we weren't doing much as a team at this point. So I knew that we had potential, but I really lacked confidence big time, and I needed to pick up my game, and I didn't want to let my insecurities hold me back, so I had to do something about it. So I think that one of the single best things that I've done, and some of my coaches have told me this as well, is that I opened a team page. And I actually waited until I was a diamond coach and had been coaching for over a year before I started my team page. And I really wish I would have started it sooner. So I actually encourage all of my coaches, everyone on my team now, that as soon as you sign up one coach, you're a leader and you need to open up a team page. So if you haven't done that yet, I think you should be thinking about it. So this is where you're going to start to foster that team culture and community spirit. And even if you only have one coach and it's just the two of you, it's going to be pretty small and pretty quiet for a while. But that's how you start building your team. It starts small and it grows. We all started with just one coach. And you don't need a name right off the bat, and you don't need a fancy logo. But I think you should start thinking about a name. You can start it off as so-and-so is personally sponsored coaches, but start thinking about a name that means something to you and that represents who you are and who your team is. And just to give you an idea, my team, you might know, is called Team Fit Quest. And I really liked the quote that fitness is a journey, not a destination. So I had that journey theme in my mind, and a quest and a journey along the same lines. Also, Quest is my mom's maiden name and the last name that I was born with, so it meant something to me. So that was the team name that I went with. Now you started a team page, what do you do with it? So what I did was I started by adding any and all documents that I created for myself that I found useful. I really think that as a coach, as a leader, you need to be handing down everything that you use, that you find useful. Everything that you learn, you need to pass it down to your team. So I try to do that through my team page. I also do announcements in my team page so that my team doesn't miss out on anything like coach calls and sales and new products. And another thing that's really important is celebrating successes in your team page. So you want to give a shout out to new coaches that join your team, and for first challenge pack goals. Because it's very important to celebrate those early victories to your coaches, because that's how they get the confidence that they can do this and it's something that they can be good at. We also recognize people for hitting Success Club and for team volume, just like we do in the Team Inspire group, but I like to do it in a smaller scale in my group as well. And I'll just give you an idea here. This is the kind of thing that I would post for our personal volume for the week. And you can find it all in your back office under your sponsorship drill down and get all the numbers. And then I make the images on canva.com. So that's an idea for you. And let's see. Another thing that we've just started to do is to work on team goals. So we're using our cover photo on our team page. And so far we've added up some numbers from August. Things like, what are we doing? How many coaches we added to our team in August? How many coaches had 1,000+ volume? How many coaches were in Success Club? And then how many total Success Club points we had as a team? So we've added all that up, and then we're working on setting some goals for September so that we can try to blow those numbers out of the water. So that's something I'm excited to have started doing with my team. Another thing that I try to do is to make all new coaches feel welcomed and special and important on the team. Because you're walking into something, you don't know anything about it, you don't know any of the people on your team usually, and it's nice to feel welcomed and important right away. So we always do a welcome post, and it's nice when everybody comments on it and makes you feel like they're glad to have you there, because we always are to have a new coach on our team. And another thing that I've started to do within the last couple months is to send out new coach kits. And they don't have to be big and fancy. You can put whatever you want in it. But I like to print out a nice welcome letter for my coaches. And I've been including their very first personal development book, some brochures and samples for them, things that they might not have ordered and tried on their own yet. And then I was throwing in a shaker cup and a Shakeology tote. So just some things to show them that I'm glad that they joined my team and to help them get started as a coach. And then I also send a welcome email right away, and that's so that they're not left floundering like my poor first coaches were when I didn't give them any direction. So the email kind of tells them where to go, where to find the website and the training. It tells them when our next new coach basics will start. And then we set up a phone call within the first week too. And I just use the phone calls to go over the basics. We do the 7-day quick start. We talk a little bit about their why and what they hope to get out of coaching. And I just give them a chance to ask any questions that they might have. Now, at this point, I've got several team pages. So I started with my Team Fit Cliff page, and that's for my entire downline. But I find that once the groups get really big, it's hard to keep track of everybody and who is actually on your team. So I ended up starting just Chris's personally sponsored coaches that doesn't have my whole downline, just my personally sponsored coaches, so that they could get to know each other a little bit and become friends, and then also to have a safe place to post where the whole downline isn't seeing it. And what else have I got for groups? I've also started a group for just the leaders on my team, and that's my diamonds and my emeralds that are working towards diamonds who are achieving Success Club regularly. And that's just a place that we can do a little bit more training and talk about things that might be too in-depth for people who are brand new to the team. And then the only other group we've got is our accountability group. And some of you might have done a boot camp group with your upline diamond coach. And it's just where we post accountability for the 3 vital behaviors every day. Another part of building team culture that I think is important is sharing your vision with your team. And when I came back from Summit, this is something that I had heard about in one of the sessions, was that you need to have a vision and you need to share it with your team so that they can buy into your vision and help towards those goals. So they're not just my goals, they should be goals for our whole team. So I shared what my goal is, not just for my rank and for how many coaches I hope to help to diamond, but for what kind of team I envision us being. So I talked about having a community where we all work together, we all support one another, we're all happy for each other's successes, and where we can share what's making us successful so that we can help other people see that kind of success too. And I think we've been pretty successful with that in our team. Finally, I have learned that being a leader isn't about being the boss, especially in this business. Everybody's running their own business. I'm not the boss. I'm not there to tell anybody what to do. And I also don't have to have all the answers. A lot of coaches are so worried about being a leader because they think they need to know everything. Well, there's so much to know, and you're never going to know it all. You're always going to be growing and learning more. What leading is about is empowering others and helping to give them higher expectations for themselves, helping them to set big goals, and then helping them to work towards those goals. Another thing is that you need to be a good role model. So if you're going to preach the 3 vital behaviors and tell your coaches that they should be doing PD every day, they should be inviting every day, they should be doing their workouts, you need to do that too. You can't just tell them how important it is and expect them to do it. So you need to be a good role model. And one of the biggest things that I've gained that's helped me immensely is belief. And I didn't always have this. I lacked confidence big time. But as I started to make small changes and I started working towards creating a cohesive team, and I started to own what I was doing and the results that we were getting, I started to believe that I could do this. And I watched other coaches online, top coaches, and I saw how they posted and how they came across in their posts with confidence and with charisma. And I started acting like a top coach, even if I wasn't. And that doesn't mean that I was copying what other coaches were doing and that I wasn't being genuine, but I just wanted to think and act and post like I was a top coach and come across that way. And I know in the past I had been worried about posting too much about coaching on my personal profile. I didn't want to turn anyone off, but I saw other coaches doing it, top coaches, and I thought, I'm proud of my team. I'm proud of Team FitQuest and what we're doing and what we're all about, and I'm going to talk about it. So I post more about my team now, and people know that we're an important team and we're doing well, and I'm proud of them. Another a phrase that comes to mind is fake it till you make it, and you might laugh, but I think that that kind of applies to coaching and to being a leader, because I think you just need to bravely step into the role of being a leader, even if you don't feel like much of a leader at the beginning. And even if you feel like you still have so much to learn, because you're always going to have so much to learn, but you just need to step into that role and act like a leader and try to exude confidence. And your coaches will pick up on that, and they're going to grow, and your whole team will grow, which will lead to you growing in confidence as well. So how have things changed for me since I started implementing some of these strategies? Well, I've gone from an Emerald coach who had just a few coaches under me and no confidence. Now I'm a 2-star qualifying coach, and our team, I'm really proud to say that they're number 3 in Canada and number 49 in the company, which kind of blows me away, but I think that's awesome. And I really think that we're a tight-knit community. I hope all of my coaches would agree. And I think that our team page is a supportive and positive place, and we're all genuinely happy for each other and what everyone else is doing. And when people are having success and someone asks them what they're doing, they'll tell them. We share our ideas and help each other out, and I love that we have that kind of community within our team. So now that we've had some success, does that mean I'm 100% confident all the time? No, not at all. I still don't have all the answers. I never will have all the answers. I'm not perfect, and I don't always do everything the right way or the smartest way or give the best advice. But I am confident that I have a team full of leaders, and I'm confident that I can help them grow and achieve bigger goals every year, and I'm really excited about what this team can do. And I'm also confident that you, no matter where you are in your business, no matter whether you're brand new, no matter how many coaches you have, and no matter how many failures you've had in the past or that you think you've had, I think that you can step into the role of a leader and grow a fantastic team. So the next thing that I want to do is move on to, you know what? I actually missed talking about our vision boards here. I wanted to share this quickly before I get to your homework. So one thing we talked about was sharing our vision, and something that I did with the leaders on my team was that we worked on vision boards where we shared our goals moving into, for the rest of the year and moving into next year. So I just wanted to share a few of them to give you an idea, because hint, hint, this is part of your homework tonight. So the one on the left is Kendall's from my team, and she's got some big goals, and I know she's going to reach them. I've got Sandra's at the top, and I love her board, and she is also a Feng Shui expert, so she has Feng Shui'd her board. And the one at the bottom is my vision board as well. So your homework, number 1, tonight, after this call is done, I want you to go through your list of customers and write down 5 names of people who you think would make a great coach, and then I want you to approach them. And to help you out, I'm going to post a 5-step coaching invite process in Team Inspire for you. Number 2, this one's very important. If you haven't yet, I want you to start a team page. Even if you're all by yourself or only have one coach, start your team page, and then it's there and it's ready to go. And as you start adding coaches, you're going to start fostering that team culture, which is so important to building an amazing team. And then number 3 that I almost forgot about, you're going to think about your vision for yourself and for your team, and you're going to create a vision board. And I would love to see a bunch of vision boards posted in Team Inspire. And to help you with that, I've got a little image that I'll post in Team Inspire as well that's from Lindsay Natway with some tips for how to create a vision board. So that is everything that I wanted to go through with you guys tonight, but I will leave it open for a little while so that you can ask some questions. Thanks for being on the call tonight. You're welcome, Tiffany. I'm glad I finally did a call. I put it off for quite a while. Thanks, Megan. I hope nobody asked anything important while I was talking, because I didn't look over there at all. guys. And I just realized I forgot to hit record. So it looks like I'll be making a YouTube video. Oh wait, I did hit record. It's just not showing that it's recording. Oh, Tara, that's awesome. I'm glad you're excited. I can't wait to chat with you on the phone. All righty. So I will shut down the recording here.